Hello everybody, Jesse from Stauffers of Kissel Hill. We're here in our Rohrstown Road nursery this morning, and we wanted to talk about pollinators. We're getting a lot of comments, questions from our customers about pollinators. What plants can they buy to support pollinators? What are pollinators and so forth? So we wanted to just cover pollinators this morning and some plants, show you some plants that you can plant in your garden to benefit pollinators. So what is a pollinator? A pollinator is organisms like birds and bats and butterflies and most importantly bees. These organisms visit plants, they feed on the nectar, they feed on the pollen, and as they're moving from bloom to bloom, they transport pollen grains from one bloom to the next, pollinating the blooms. Why are supporting pollinators important? 1/3 of the world's food crop is reliant upon pollinators to pollinate those blooms. So 1/3 of the food that we eat is pollinated by bees, butterflies, and so forth. And without them, those crops would not be pollinated. We would not get the fruit, the veggies, the seeds that we need to feed ourselves. So it's really important that we do our work as gardeners to provide food and habitat for pollinators in our gardens. We're standing here in front of our butterfly bushes today. Now they're just starting to bud up, and you'll see these guys at the beginning of the summer really start to flower for us. Great pollinator plants for bees and butterflies. This one's called Royal Candles. This is a speedwell. Bees tend to travel towards bluish and purplish blooms as well as fragrant blooms. So if you're planting and you want to target for bees, maybe look at those bluish and purplish flowers that you can add to your garden. Speedwell would be a great option for you. We also have English lavenders as well. Lavender's a great pollinator plant, provides great food for bees for your backyard, so lavenders would be great. Echinaceas or coneflowers, these guys aren't blooming yet, but they will be very soon. They're gonna get that coneflower-like bloom to them. I have these at home. Bees are all over them in the summer. So think about adding an echinacea or a coneflower to your garden. These are black-eyed Susans. So they're going to bloom again in another month or so. We'll start to see a lot of color out of these with that dark center and the yellow band of flowers. So think about putting some black-eyed Susans in your garden to help support your pollinators. Garden phlox, they're going to bloom with a variety of different colors, but upright garden phlox would be a really great option for you. And the last one we wanted to show you, of course, is bee balm. This variety gets kind of the red, really puffy flower to it. You recognize them as soon as they start to bloom again. They get into the summer, these guys are going to start to bloom and provide food and so forth for your bees and butterflies. If you're a vegetable gardener, which I am at home, consider putting some flowers in your vegetable garden. All right, a lot of your vegetables are going to need bees to cross-pollinate them in order to produce the veggies and the fruit that you need. So consider putting some blooming plants in your vegetable garden to attract bees into your garden so that they can help pollinate your vegetables as well. So that can just be annual flowers as well. If you want to stick some perennials in your veggie garden, nothing wrong with that too. Stop out to a Stauffers store near you. We have 7 locations here in South Central Pennsylvania, and we'd be happy to help select some plants to support those pollinators.